Hi, welcome to AntsGuitarLessons.com. Wanted to share with you the minor pentatonic scale. Many of you got guitars for Christmas and now you're trying to figure out what to do with it, right? So you probably learned a lot of simple chords like A, D, and then E. That's a simple 1-4-5 progression. If you count the numbers out starting from A, you'll find that you're playing the first, fourth, and fifth chords of the major scale of A. Okay, so A, B, C, D is your 4 chord, and then the 5 chord is E. Okay, that's how you figure out a 1-4-5. Okay. That's probably way too advanced for you, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. Okay, so an A chord, you know them up here. Then your D chord. Then your E chord. And back to your A. Okay, that gives you a 1, 4, and a 5. Very popular. It's seen in a lot of music, a lot of pop culture music, if you will. It can be played in open chords or bar chords. 1-4-5. Remember that combination there. It's the first chord, fourth, and fifth chords of a major scale in any key. So if you did that in A, it would be A, B, C, D, and then E. If you did it in G, you start with G, counting it as your number 1. G, A, B, C, and D. Okay, so that's how it works. You can put those 3 chords together and make up a song in any key, basically. Whether it's sharp or flat or just a normal, natural type key. But in blues and rock, one of the most popular chords, or excuse me, popular scales there are, is the minor pentatonic. It's probably the first scale that you will learn from a guitar teacher if you're going to learn how to play a scale. And basically I'll just play it right now over this piece of music here, and you can kind of see how it works. Okay, this song is written in the key of A. Remember we talked about that? A, D, and E are the 3 chords of this particular piece of music. Very common, very popular in Western culture. But we'll start it wherever it starts here, and I'll throw the A minor pentatonic scale over this particular piece of music, and you'll see how it fits in. Okay. So I just played the minor pentatonic scale, of course using some vibrato and some bends, but basically it's the minor pentatonic scale in A, because the song's in A, so you want to match it up with the minor pentatonic, the equivalent minor pentatonic scale. So there's your A note on your 6th string. So you play that note, you go a step and a half, each fret is a half step, so that would be 1, 2, 3 frets. Okay, so that's a step and a half, a whole step plus a half step. On the next string, on the 5th string, you play on the same fret here, the 5th fret, and then you're going to go a whole step. In fact, you're going to do the next 3 strings, you're going to play whole step. So here's it all together. Step and a half, 3 whole step. Next string, next string, and then we're going to go to step and a half again. When you're going to ascend or go up higher in pitch in this direction, which is a downward direction, but down means the opposite in guitar language. You're going to go, because we're going from low notes to high notes in that direction, so we're going ascending. You start with the first finger, then you hit the next string, the next note up. You don't go backward. You go from first finger to fourth finger, first finger, third finger, first, third, first, third, first, four, first, four. Now when we're ascending, we're climbing the mountain, we're going from high to low. We go from from the outer note, the higher pitched note, and we do it in reverse. It's the exact opposite of the other direction. So we go 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. Okay? It just sounds better musically when you do it that way. If you do it the other way, it sounds kind of funky, okay? So it doesn't sound like it's somebody ascending upstairs or downstairs. It sounds kind of clumsy. So this direction, you're ascending, you start with your first finger, then your pinky. From the higher pitched strings go in this direction. You're descending, you start with your pinky. Ascending, you start with your number 1 finger. With your pick, you're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, that's called alternating picking. Okay. I guess it does matter if you're going to start down or up. I always start with a down, not always, but they say to start with a note so that when you're going to transition from one string to another, that you're going to be your pick's going to be heading in the same direction of the string that you're heading towards. Makes common sense. I don't always follow that. It depends on how fast I'm playing, if I try to coordinate it that well. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, a lot of ways to skin a cat, a lot of roads that lead to Baltimore, but it depends on what you're doing at the particular time, okay? So, but you definitely want to get an up and down motion on your pick, okay? Watch my picking hand. You'll see it going up and down. Avoid going like this, because however far you go away, you got to come back to Pittsburgh, okay? So if you go too far away, you got to come all the way back. It's a waste of time. Stay close to your string. Look at that. Watch my picking hand, okay? In fact, it's just basically a wrist movement like this that I'm doing. Another thing, another tip when you're learning scales is you don't dig if this is the string, you don't dig your pick in way deep and then have to pick it and then come back over. You just graze the top of the string, really, if you're doing quick picking. You don't want to dig in too deep, because then you're I'm kind of exaggerating the motion that's going on. But if you're going like this, and you're just hitting the top of the round of the string with the tip of your pick, then you can get a lot more speed out of it. See, I'm not digging in too deep. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. So that's just a few tips when learning scales, the minor pentatonic scale. Okay, hope you enjoyed this little small quick lesson about minor pentatonic scales. 1, 4, 5. Remember, it's the the major scale, we're using the first note, whatever it is, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, sharp or flat. Then you count out 4, that's your 4, and then your 5. And then you got a cool blues song, you know. Have a great day. God bless. Thanks for watching EdsGuitarLessons.com. Keep playing.